of course. Whoops. I kinda decided to do this last minute. Ugh. But yeah. Late night stream for you boys. It's gonna be a fun one. Why? Because I can't really do that much. Why? Because, yeah, it's late. So, whoops. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yo, what's up, bud? What's up, bud? Apparently you're first today. God dang it. Noise. It's good. Maybe. Yeah, when you decide to do a late night stream and you don't know what you're doing anymore. That's basically where I'm at right now. I don't know why. Oh my god. Is it sad that I'm having a conversation with myself? I do that a lot. I don't get why, but I do it a lot anyway. Ah, yay, the Knicks. Why? Why am I playing against the Knicks? They were trash in 2019, man. Yeah, I'm not kidding. They were trash in 2019, man. Yeah, 2019. I'm stupid. Ooh, let's do this one. Yeah. Let's do that one. Screw it.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota begins the game with the basketball. Has a chance. A shot, no good.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Here comes the screen. Dennis Smith Jr. picked up by Teague.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Jordan Bell with the dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
No.
Possession lies with New York.
We don't have to talk about anything.
Smith to Julius Randle. Takes stock of the floor. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Teague with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Towns. Down low. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Box.
Smith into the front court. They trail by 2. Here comes the screen.
Screen right.
No, screen left.
Dennis Smith Jr.
Screen left, buddy.
Bullock matched up with Wiggins. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to P&Rs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Teague with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Wiggins. Missed a wide open look.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Smith Jr. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Able to convert inside.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Knicks with the basketball. Smith. Here comes the screen. To Monroe. It's a big finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
The assist from number 25, Reggie Bullock.
Teague to Towns. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. To Monroe. Turns and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Number 25, Reggie Bullock.
Teague to Towns. Greg Monroe sends it away.
How?
Just incredible timing on that swat.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Wiggins stuffs it down with authority.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Smith with the basketball. The score 10-8. Minnesota at the controls. Screen coming. Teague. Down low Bell. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Into the front court comes Smith. The score 12-8. To Kevin Knox. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Wiggins to Towns. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Feed the big fella.
Sheesh.
Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Randall to Dennis Smith Jr. Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Yes, sir. I just had to see it again.
Whoops, that won't go.
Yeah, look at my shark
The
face.
basketball. 5-point game. Screen coming. Bullock matched up with the former Wildcat. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. Down low, Bell kicks it around the perimeter. Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am
Yes.
vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
The possession lies with New York. Hayden. Sizing up the defense. The rebound's taken by Wiggins. Teague with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. To Towns. Whoa! What a finish! They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Kevin Knox. Here comes the screen. To Payton. Not that. Julius Randle finds a spot with the putback.
Now, while everybody was staring at the play of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
Karl Anthony Towns looking good. 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Hayden to Kevin Knox. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Teague stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Hayden.
He says so.
Screen coming. To Julius Randle. It goes down. Timberwolves have the basketball. Down low, Bell. Knocked loose. Knicks have it. Kevin Knox. Great dish to set it up. And a throwdown. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Teague with it up top. His team up by 7. Karl Anthony Towns. He's now 5 for 6.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Hayden. Teague with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Slams it down.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Thanks for smashing the like button too. Got 6 likes on the stream already.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Alfred Payton picked up by Teague. Won't go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Alfred Payton, good touch.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Because it went in. Right? Right.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Hayden to Marcus Morris. Off the assist.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Hayden into the front court. Down a dozen. And Minnesota claims the rebound. It's Minnesota basketball.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Hayden with the basketball. Trailing by 14. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayden to Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. The shot by Payton won't fall. To Marcus Morris. Beyond the arc for 3. Not going down here. To Teague. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
You know it.
throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Hayden. Ellington, guarded by Towns. To Payton. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. Long key from three-quarters court. That'll do it for the first quarter as the Timberwolves enjoy a nice cushion so far.
Jesus.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as T. Lays it up and in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Dennis Smith Jr. picked up by T. Down low for Gibson. Taj Gibson above the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
To Kevin Huerter. From long range. Can't connect. Working the outside to Kevin Huerter. Fires the three, and he burns them.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Bullock has it against the former #1 pick. Can't connect. The Timberwolves have the basketball. To Wiggins. And the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Smith to the basket, but it stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To T. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Screen coming. New York with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Shot's no good there by Portis. The follow won't go either. Minnesota with the basketball. T to Wiggins. Here comes the screen. Wiggins here against Taj Gibson. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. To Wiggins. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Smith. To Taj Gibson. He got a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Throws it down.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Smith now into the front court. Down a bundle to Gibson. You've got to get that one to go. T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. T. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Taj Gibson. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Smith with it up top. His guys down big. To Gibson. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Smith into the front court. He'll run the offense. Dennis Smith Jr. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To T. Wiggins. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. T-Wolves with the basketball. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Smith with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Bullock defended by the Canadian Wiggins. And finishes strong.
Yeah.
We call that get your money cleared in the bank.
To T. Count the basket inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Wiggins. Off the mark. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
Oh, but they call goaltending and count the basket. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Goaltender, huh? The frick. Goaltender.
19-footer at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Timberwolves didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Knicks may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The New York Knicks were non-existent in the paint defensively through the first two quarters. You can't give up easy points and expect to have success. These troubles started right away, and they also need to go away right away. They've also got to have to figure it out.
You.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Yes, give me the rest of the game, sir.
Smith. Screen coming. Karl Anthony Towns swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Okay. If you say so.
First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. Smith. Shoot it. Bullock matched up with Wiggins. To Kevin Knox. 4-3. Well defended, but Knox with the three.
Man, not again. Please, don't do him like that.
Teague with it up top.
If we
These
ever want
guys
to.
lead here early stages, third quarter. To Towns. Julius Randle snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Yeah,
To Dennis Smith Jr.
of course you did.
For three. Off the iron. No good. Teague with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Minnesota at the controls. Bell. He gets it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Hey,
To Julius Randle. Great pass to set it up. Kevin Knox powers it through.
frick
Jay,
you.
let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Wiggins. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Jordan Bell at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 68%. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Smith. To Kevin Knox. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
T. To shoot for Minnesota. Jeff T. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Smith. To Kevin Knox. And finishes strong.
God
Here
damn
on
it.
their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To T. Here comes the screen. T. On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
New York in control of the basketball. Dennis Smith Jr. guarded by Jeff T. The big guy, Greg Monroe. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game. To Towns. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team, because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. New York Knicks basketball. Smith to Monroe. Rises for the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Teague with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Bell to Teague. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Smith. Bullock guarded by Towns. To Julius Randle. Kevin Knox. Here comes the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Fires the 3. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
T. Down low Towns. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Into the front court comes Smith. Down a bundle. To Monroe. Oh, emphatic slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Possession lies with New York. Smith to Julius Randle. Short jumper off the mark. T to Wiggins. Scores from the post.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
To Julius Randle. Here comes the screen. To Kevin Knox. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Teague with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Wiggins. They get it down for Towns. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Smith now into the front court. His guys down big. Ellington matched up with Wiggins. To Dennis Smith Jr. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. To Teague. Wiggins to Towns. Down low. And scores. Strong take.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Smith. Here comes the screen. To Dennis Smith Jr. Shot clock winding down. Has a look. Smith shot no good. Down low, Towns. And count the basket.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Couldn't keep.
Jeez.
To Kevin Herter. Gets to the basket and scores.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Freaking try on the button.
Teague with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Smith.
Here we go.
To Marcus Morris. Short jumper. Won't fall. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Kevin Herter. T. Deep left corner. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
That one was just a struggle, man. Green Bay, baby.
Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Knicks with the basketball. Smith to Monroe. Here comes the screen. Dennis Smith Jr. guarded by Jeff T. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
And scores.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Smith. To Kevin Knox. Down to 5 on the 24. Can't connect.
Hey, locked up.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Trap.
Good touch that time from Jordan Bell.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Runners good there.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Pretty much.
T. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Having an extra point ain't too bad.
Gorgie Jang trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. And he knocks it down at the line.
Yeah.
To Marcus Morris. Kevin Knox. To Dennis Smith Jr. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. What can you say? Morris locked in on that one.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
T. Bell to T. Here's a chance from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more 3s.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Kevin Knox. Smith. Won't go down. Teague with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Throws it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Dennis Smith Jr. New York with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. That misses with 3 seconds left. It's a victory for the Timberwolves. As they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Wow.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Timberwolves won this matchup with a significant margin. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Knicks seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight, because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Check out the leading scores for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The New York Knicks were simply unable to avoid being soft on defense when the ball went inside the paint. Why they couldn't rotate properly, I don't know. They simply got outworked in this matchup. Their lack of interior defense was most obvious in the opening half.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the New York Knicks. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Guess I'll play the game against the Bucks. Then after that, I'll probably end the stream off. Hey, 500 rebounds for my career. Wait.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight, it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves begin the game with the basketball. T to Wiggins. Bucks take down the board. Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Matthews to Adetokunbo. Screen coming. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Giannis Adetokunbo. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. T-Wolves with the basketball. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Bledsoe with it up top. Leads just a point. Karl Anthony Towns swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And count the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Towns. Stuffs it down with authority.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Giannis Adetokunbo. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. And the basket.
Freaking Christ.
Man, that may not have been a... Give me, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Minnesota at the controls. To Wiggins. Probing the defense. Wiggins. Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Giannis with it up top. Leads 3. Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Nothing going here on that drive. Bell to T. The Wolves down to 4 on the shot clock. T. His first effort off the mark. Karl Anthony Towns able to recover with the block. Giannis Adetokunbo 3 for 4. Good start.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
And scores at the basket. Jay, tough recovery that time.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Matthews to Adetokunbo. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Teague. Jeff Teague missed his first. That one goes.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Basketball. Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Chris Middleton on his own island hits it from 3.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Got it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Lets it fly from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. And one. Towns got his protein in today. He's going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Karl-Anthony Towns at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throws good to cement the 3-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Short jumper stays out. To end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
The Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Towns. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Karl-Anthony Towns sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Count the basket inside.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
It's Minnesota basketball. He gets it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Giannis with it up top. Down 4. To Matthews. Karl-Anthony Towns rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 6. Matthews to Antetokounmpo. Can't miss those. Another follow. Stays out. The follow won't go either. The Timberwolves have the basketball. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Bledsoe. Driving right to the basket. Giannis Antetokounmpo now shooting 45%.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Kevin Huerter. Towns. Nice pass to set things up. Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Antetokounmpo. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Off the mark on his free throw. Swings it. Down low, Towns. No good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref's bent, and that's the game.
Nikola Mirotic trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Unable to connect on the free throw. Timberwolves have the basketball. For 3, and it's Hill with the rebound. Giannis with it up top, trailing by 4. Reset here. Let's see what they do. George Hill to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Giannis for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit. Gets to the basket and scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Now down 6. Here comes the screen. The drive right to the basket. Gorgie Chang sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Antetokounmpo. Has a chance. Giannis off the mark. Towns with the look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Bledsoe. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
From somebody who loves to score a lot himself, Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw try, off the mark. The follow won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Not that time.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Towns. Short jumper won't go down.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Mirotic, picked up by Gordon Jang. To Bledsoe. Fires the 3. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Timberwolves have the lead. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able.
Substitutions, Minnesota. Into the game for the spot.
Minnesota with the basketball. To Wiggins. Ah, the monster stuff. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways. rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Gasol. Andrew Wiggins tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Bayless into the front court. Leads 4. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Hill to Bledsoe. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Bucks at the controls. George Hill. Short jumper off the mark. And the finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Middleton to Hill. Knocked loose. That'll get out of bounds. Off one of the T-Wolves. It stays with Milwaukee. Middleton. That won't go. Bayless into the front court. The lead stands at 10. Wiggins. Short jumper misses. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Hill to Middleton. George Hill to Middleton. And scores on the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Wiggins. T to Wiggins. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended. Bledsoe at the basketball. Trailing by 10. Middleton to Bledsoe. Trying to cash in. Eric Bledsoe. 2 of 4 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. To Wiggins. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Missed it. Hill into the front court. Margins 8. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Hill across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. No good. Defense catching a break there.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Teague. Whoa! What a finish!
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Bledsoe with it up top. Trailing by 14. Middleton to Bledsoe. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Middleton. Man, that was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
T-Wolves with the basketball. Turns and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Wiggins. Here's a chance from long range. The Bucks clear the rebound. Hill into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. To Bledsoe. Short jumper stays out. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. Teague with the basketball. His team on top by 13. Baseline drive, and look out. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Not done yet. Karl Anthony Towns with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
He throws it down.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Here comes the screen.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Oh, emphatic slam.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Teague with it up top. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Not giving up on that play. The result's a tie-up. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Teague Can't connect from in close.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Deep two there. Won't go. To Teague. Beyond the arc for three. Cleans it up. Oh, and a putback.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Giannis with it up top. Down a bundle. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. The drive. Right to the basket. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Driving right to the basket. Giannis Adetokunbo. Huge block. Jeff Teague. 3 for 6 now. Long key from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Timberwolves are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Bucks are in need of some changes at the half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Blocks.
The Minnesota Timberwolves have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team minimally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Karl Anthony Towns with a piece. Giannis shoots. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. And a chance coming up at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Minnesota at the controls. To Wiggins. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He's now 5 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second, 0 for 2. To Teague. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen. Close out, close out.
Bledsoe shot misses. It's Minnesota basketball. Looking to take this all the way. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
To Antetokounmpo. And the rebound taken by the Wolves. Down low, Bell. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys down big. Jordan Bell pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Teague with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Bell to Teague. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
Antetokounmpo to Lopez. The shot almost. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. T.
Come on. God.
Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump.
Dang it.
Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Wiggins. Jeff Teague. 4 out of 7.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Hey, watch this screen look.
Karl Anthony Towns snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Cashes in for two.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Yes, sir.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen to Bledsoe. Matthews. And Minnesota claims the rebound. Timberwolves have the basketball. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Adetokunbo.
Here we go.
Lopez. To Adetokunbo. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Teague. Karl Anthony Towns swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Teague. Bell.
Double.
And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. Changes coming from both sides right now. Wiggins gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Middleton off the mark. To Towns.
I got him. Trap. Got him. Double.
And the finish on the nice step through.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Middleton. They'll get it down low to Lopez.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Giannis Adetokunbo. That's no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Calls out a...
Playing for 5 minutes.
Minnesota with the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You know, it reminds me of a
Yes,
story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Napier with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Chris Middleton able to recover with the block. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Oops, he missed the first one. He missed them both. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Jordan Bell sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Jordan Bell at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Middleton. Bledsoe. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Down low Bell to Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. He's now 4 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Nothing going here on that drive. Karl Anthony Towns rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tough make through traffic.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And Chris Middleton on his own island hits it from 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Bell. To Towns. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish.
Right.
Just like that.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Karl Anthony Towns. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. Giannis with it up top. Down a bundle. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Not going down for him this time. Bell. They get it down for Towns. Almost unlucky bounce. Bucks at the controls to Antetokounmpo. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Whistle blows, that's the 6th foul. And it'll be a seat on the bench for the rest of this one.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Bledsoe. Here's Lopez, down low. Stuffs it down with authority.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Hill to Bledsoe. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. Giannis for 2. Wide open look, won't go. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Desperation shot here from half court. It's a victory for the Timberwolves as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Wow. Not even a 2-hour stream yet. The frick.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Timberwolves were solid in today's victory. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Bucks couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Minnesota Timberwolves were most impressive in the way they turned their effort into second chance points. If I was their coach, I'd be very proud of the team for the way they played with heart.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Milwaukee Bucks. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Yeah, pretty much. Man. Holy cow, 16 freaking rebounds. Jesus. Look at that. Oh my god. 56 points, 6 assists, 16 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. God dang. But yeah, since this is indeed a late night stream. I'm gonna end it now. So make sure you guys go ahead and smash the like button down below. Comment down below any video suggestions you guys want to see. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hopefully you guys like the stream up. So I might do some more NBA Live 19 later on. Or Madden. Or a different game. I don't know yet. But see you next time. Peace.